All right, if you come for day 40, you're at the right video. Please grab your worksheet. Capitalization is all review. The Cathedral of Hagia Sophia, located in Istanbul, Turkey, and once part of the Eastern Orthodox Church, is now a museum. Okay, go ahead and start underlining what letters you think should be capitalized and see if your answers match mine. The T and the would be capitalized, first word of the sentence. Cathedral of Hagia Sophia, the C, the H, and the S are all capitalized. Located in Istanbul, Turkey, the I and the T are capitalized. Once part of the Eastern Orthodox Church, the E, the O, and the C are all capitalized. So what your capitalizations should look like is this. Okay? Hopefully you know the reasons why, and that's making sense to you. Okay? Next section, punctuation. If the entire sentence is not a direct quotation, place quotation marks only around the required item. However, place a period or a comma within quotation marks. Example, have you read the article Imagine? Notice that the question mark is outside of the quotation marks. The next example is I read the article Imagine. There you'll see that the period is within the quotation marks. So a period or a comma goes within the quotation marks, and then other forms of punctuation would go outside of the quotation marks if they are not part of the direct quote. So let's take a look at the sentence for your practice. Amused, JC's mom entitled her short story, The Mad Mother. All right, we're going to have amused, comma. If you remember from day 38, when you have a past participle starting your sentence, there should be a comma after it. So you would have amused, comma, and then JC's mom. JC's is showing possession, so that would be J-A-C-Y apostrophe S. JC's mom entitled her short story, comma, quotation marks, The Mad Mother, period, quotation marks. That reflects the rule that we learned just a moment ago. All right, so your sentence should look like this. Amused, comma, Jace's mom, you see the apostrophe S, entitled her short story, comma, The Mad Mother, period, quotation marks. Very good. Next section, parts of speech, pronouns. Remember, nominative pronouns can serve as the subject or a predicate nominative of a sentence. Nominative pronouns include I, he, she, we, they, who, you, and it. Subject, who opened the door? Example of a predicate nominative. The art contest winner was he. Okay, he is the predicate nominative, and the way you can prove that, if you remember, is by putting the predicate nominative in the subject position and putting the subject in the predicate nominative position, and if it still makes sense, you're on the right track. So the art contest winner was he. He was the art contest winner. So he is the predicate nominative. If that's feeling a little foggy to you, refer to day 25 in your notes, and you'll see other examples and a further explanation of that. So let's take a look at your sentence. It says, write S if the pronoun serves as a subject. Write PN if the pronoun serves as a predicate nominative. So your first sentence is, before lunch in a cafeteria, they went to a home supply shop. There's a lot of words in the sentence. It might be hard to figure out what the subject is in the first place. If you remember, you learned a trick several weeks ago to cross out the prepositional phrases because that will help you locate your subject and your verb. So looking at this sentence, there's quite a few prepositional phrases. Before lunch is a prepositional phrase. Cross it out. In a cafeteria is a prepositional phrase. Cross it out. They went to a home supply shop. To a home supply shop is a prepositional phrase. Cross it out. What are you left with? They went. Okay? They is a pronoun that is being used as the subject in this sentence. Okay? The next sentence is, my aunt is she in sandals. Prepositional phrase, in sandals. Cross it out. What are you left with? My aunt is she. Right? Aunt would be the subject, is the verb, and she would be the predicate nominative. How can you prove that? Can I say she is my aunt and it means the same thing? Absolutely. So in this case, she is the predicate noun or the PN. So I have that written out here. You can see how that works. Crossing out the prepositional phrases makes a big difference. And what I did to show that the predicate nominative is the same thing as the subject is I just drew an arrow back from she to aunt because they're the same things. Last thing you have with me is subject-verb agreement. You're supposed to underline the subject once and the verb or verb phrase twice. The group of girls dance or dances. Well, what did we just talk about? Cross out the prepositional phrase and it will give you a better inkling as to which verb is the correct one. So the prepositional phrase here is of girls. So that leaves group as the subject. That group, would we say dance or dances? Well, if you're still not sure, go back to day 26. Okay? Day 26 tells us that words like group or audience are called collective nouns. And they use the singular verb in the present tense. All right? So that means you treat group like it's just one thing. So group dances. Dances is the correct verb. Then we have the next sentence. A stroke, result, or results in a sudden loss of brain activity. A stroke is a single noun, and so we would use the verb form that goes with a single noun, and that would be results. A stroke, results. Okay, next up is the sentence combining. I know you guys know how to do that, making a lovely, complete, not run-on sentence. And I know that you will make sure to put your end punctuation mark at the end of your sentence. Thank you, guys. God bless you.